Yeah, last 2 weeks I have worked on developing these things. Like I have developed a static class called Hive Keys, and also I have developed a couple of two services like Hive Manager to manage all the Hive things in the application, and also I have developed a base feed manager in the application, like to manage the caching stuff of each individual feed, and also I have added caching support to all these models in the application, like cached user action, cached operation type, post, liked by, and so on. Now coming to the flow of the feed caching in the application, I have tried to mimic the flow of the major applications out there, like Instagram and stuff. Uh, what Instagram does is, whenever we open the application, first the cache data will be loaded, and then the latest data is fetched from the API. If the latest data is fetched successfully, the new data will be cached into the cache, and then it will be showed onto the screen, like they will be refreshed. The same I have here. Initially, what we'll do in the application is we'll load the cache data, and then we'll call the get feed flow. The get feed flow comes here. We'll try to refresh the feed. First, we'll try to get the new feed from the API. If the API call is success for getting the feed, then what we'll do is we'll just save new feed to cache. Like whatever the new data we got, we'll save it to cache. Or else, if the API call is failure, we'll just load the existing cache data from the cache storage. Uh, After getting the new cache, we'll just simply cache it to the cache. Yeah. After that, for implementing this mechanism, like previously told mechanism, I have developed a super class service called base feed manager. It is inherited by every service, every feed service in the application, like post feed, event feed, user feed, etc. This service, like this super class, is extended by all the feed services, and these services are exposed to these API for caching, like they are exposed to load cache data. Like this method actually loads the data from the Hive local storage, cache data from the Hive local storage, and also this save to cache method caches the data, like fetched new data into the Hive local storage, and also this get new feed and refresh cache method first fetches the data from the API and then calls the save to cache method, which is this thing, and then it calls the load to cache method, load to cache data method, which is this thing. Yeah, and also we also have a fetch from API method, which is inheriting class specific. Like if you want to fetch the events, we'll just make a fetch event API call. If we want to fetch the post, then we'll make a call to fetch post API call. So to make it specific to the inheriting class, I have made it to be able to overriding. Uh, and then coming to the functionality, like UI changes, you can see initially I have connected my device to the internet and I'm trying to open the Talava application. Whenever I open the Talava application, initially the data will be fetched from the API as it is, as we are doing now. And then as soon as after fetching, the data is cached into the cache, like Hive cache, which happens in the background. Right now, the data is fetched and internally it's cached into the Hive cache. And then now what I'm doing is I'm trying to turn off the network connectivity of the device and disabling the connection of the device with the API server. Now the device is entirely offline. Now I'm closing the application. Now prior to this, like prior to adding the caching functionality, previously the application was showing a blank screens which are barely usable. After adding this caching support, the application is populated with the cached data, as you can see here. As soon as the application opens, we don't have blank screens, but we have cached data in the mobile screens. Now the user can interact with these cached data and can perform his user actions on these data, which are offline user actions. Now these cached data and those offline user actions work in coordination with each other to give a seamless user experience in offline mode. Uh, as you can see, entirely the cache data is fetched. Even now, the application is a lot more usable in the offline situations. As you can see, if I try to log out, the application is showing you're offline, please try again. The device is currently offline. Now what I'll do is I'll try to restart the server and connect the device back to internet. Mm, as you can see, yeah, I have turned on. Yeah, right now I am turning on the API server in the backend, so background. So it may take time. So I'm fast forwarding to the point where actually the UI changes. Yeah, as you can see now, I'm trying to log out. As the device is online now, we are directly able to log out. Yeah, this is the caching feed, caching thing which I have worked in past 2 weeks. Yeah, thank you.